Alright, here we are. Uh, Safe at home. After that last episode, I think that's the closest I came to dying there. But got back home, and true to my word, I constructed some beacons, and I even stuck one outside the base right here. So we will now not get lost. So as you can see, as I was crafting, we found that multi-purpose room while we were out. I added a couple of those onto the base. 3 actually. I made one, and I kind of ran out of space in it. I'll get to these outdoor grow beds in a bit. But I was crafting, and I
Welcome
thought,
aboard, Captain.
I'd like to make a bedroom. And I was making a bedroom. I don't really have a bed, so we've got this this sitting couch here. So we can sit on it and like look out these lovely glass windows at the sea around us. So I did that. I wanted some potted plants here. Huh. Little lantern tree growing, a Ming plant, trash can, and then I was adding science stuff to it, like some indoor grow beds, and I wanted to get this stuff from the Aurora on a lab counter. And there just wasn't enough space for everything, so I made a second multi-purpose room here. And then I wanted to... oh, marble melons. These things are awesome, by the way. You can just chow down. And then you cut one to get the seeds. And they keep growing. Not too bad. Yeah, so then I wanted to add the bioreactor that we found. But that thing is huge and has to go in the middle, so I ended up making a third multi-purpose room over here. This thing makes a decent amount of electricity, but basically in here you put, I put fruit in there. I assume fish or other things that you could eat would go in there. Anything you eat can probably go in there. And then it makes electricity. So I imagine this is going to be like more of a industrial utility space once I get more things to put in here. But that's what it is for now. That's the base. We got our entryway. Oh, here's that poster we found. Prawn Suit Mark III, which is kind of a storage area. You can see I finally made... oh, message. Lifepod 12. Sunk beyond a safe diving distance. Do not attempt without submersible support. So we do not have a submersible, but we're close to making one. We have the recipe to make a submarine, I think. It's been a while since we found that. Observatory. Enameled glass, yeah, don't have any of that. Exterior grow bed, bulkhead, bioreactor, composite plant, yep, battery charger, command chair, bench, living. Ooh, living wall, I could put some of those in. But I thought we had submarines in here. I guess not. But the issue with the submarines, we needed to first be able to make the, there was a deployable that we can't make, which is the like vehicle fabricator. So we're looking for parts to make that, is what we're looking for. I swore that was in here somewhere. Equipment, tools, stasis rifle. Oh yeah, laser cutter, we can make that now. So we can go back to the Aurora and cut open that door that we couldn't get through. That'd be a good thing to do. Creature decoy machines. Cyclops engine. Anyway, we are looking for the mobile vehicle bay. I just remember that. So that message came in while we were building. Got our metal fabricator. Right, because that life pod floated away. And I noticed it's closer than it was before. And it's slowly getting closer, I think? Yeah. So, I don't know what's going on there. So it may come back. If it does come back, I'm kind of scared what'll be in it, but we'll see. Alright, lifepod 12. We need a submersible to go there. So, cutting torch. What does a cutting torch take? Or cutting tool? Laser cutter. Diamond battery, titanium, cave sulfur. Okay, sulfur. You can see so I built a bunch of storage units, yeah. So let's get this stuff I found. Quartz goes in here. Lead goes in here. Salt goes in here. Titanium goes in here. We need to keep one for our laser dealie. Copper goes in here with silver and gold for now. Here I think we have the valuables like diamonds, magnetite, lithium, ion crystal. And what else was it we needed? We needed a battery. And then in here we've kind of got weird things. So take a battery. Also, if I've got tools I'm not going to need, I'll stick them in there. Like, yeah, I've got the habitat builder in here. I put the sea glide in there if I need inventory space temporarily. But let's go ahead and make that laser cutter for the Aurora. We're going to want to bring some water, some food. I might want to take a couple marble melons with on our way out the door. I've got a couple fire extinguishers. I'll take one beacon with and leave one here in case we need to mark something we find on the way. Dive reel could come in handy if we were going inside something. Sea glide's got good battery. Let's take a spare battery in case we need to charge something up. And yeah, that ought to do it. Let's chow a couple marble melons. And we'll take that one with, why not? Alright, base. We will be back. Every time I see that thing, I think it's like a fish or something. Alright, to the... with our cutting torch. Now remember, there was a distress call that said we needed a cutting torch, but when we got there, remember there was a hole in the side of the ship. We could go around the cutting torch, or the cutting area. And cutting that would just give us quicker access out. So this should be the only place we need to go cut. Now, I remember our data bank, technical, habitat, interior grow bed. Yeah, so we have our exterior grow bed. I put a couple of the, what's it called, those tall kelp things. Because they actually create light when the seed pods glow. I did that because I needed to get a lubricant to build the that bioreactor, but I found that those actually give pretty good lighting, so I got rid of that exterior lamp thing we had out there, and just went with that instead. So I'm pretty happy with the results there. So I'm looking around here because there was that report in the area of that. Maybe that's the Leviathan they're talking about. Anyway, there was a report of a giant creature here, so I'm a little uneasy when I go in this area. Ooh, did I bring first aid kits? Just the one I picked up. Holy! Go, 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 go! That... Oh man, that, I think... So I need to use the first aid kit if I want to get far enough away. Use it. Keep going. So apparently, apparently that was the Leviathan thing. Holy cow! I think I went from like 100 health to about 20 from that. That was almost the end. That was almost the end. But it's not. Holy cow. Alright. Alright. So, we made the trip over here. I would like to have a health kit or two more, but we just don't have that right now. Man, so when I come back, or when I'm done here, when I get back, I'm gonna want to take a different route home, I think. And avoid that guy. Alright. So, no health kits. We're gonna want to watch out for these crabs. Now, if I remember correctly, it was through here. In here is where we had that door to cut. Alright, it was... maybe not. Was there a door to cut? Yes. Laser gun. And I think once this is open, I'm going to go back and get some air. Actually, that... yeah, anyway. Alright, let's go back, get some air. I thought this was at the end of a long tunnel. There must be 2 doors to cut then. Must be what's going on. I don't know if I can do it there or not. Black box.
Integrating new PDA data.
Is that it? Let's get some air and try this again. Alright, so that was Aurora black box data. Which is the Aurora black box. Initiated slingshot maneuver. High velocity energy pulse from the surface. Distress signal sent to listening. Impact detected. Life base and starboard side compromised. Manual flight. Manual piloting transferred to the captain. Entering atmosphere. Yep, they impacted. Energy pulse not known. So an alien energy pulse shot it down like we suspected. The pulse site origin has been calculated and downloaded. Distress signal broadcast successfully. Altair HQ rescue received 8 hours later in the captain's quarters. So in the captain's quarters there's a message waiting for us. Now there's no code to get in there. Unfortunately. Gary fish. I must have put that there. Alright, let's check this out. If there's anything to scan here. Looks like there's not. Already downloaded, nothing to scan. I kinda wanna go up there. But this railing leads me to think there's nothing. Alright, we're up. Here? Is anything actually here? Oh man. Oh, we got our dive reel, don't we? Alright, let's get a dive reel. Okay, let's get some air. Alright, shouldn't be too bad. Air just above us. Cool. Cool. So, can we get through here? Can. Oh man. That looks like my poster. Alright, cool. Nice. So we have reached the prawn facility. I didn't bring my thing over. Anyway, here we are. Sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and end it there, and we'll pick it up next time. Thanks for watching.